order. Let me get my agenda up. There we go. First thing on the agenda is to approve last minute's meetings. Do I hear a motion that we approve the minutes?
Make a motion, we approve the minutes of the last meeting as written.
Any discussion on it? All in favor? Next thing, review the warrants of June 2nd. Any discussion on that?
We approve it.
I second it.
All in favor? All right. First thing is Ariel.
Hey.
Hi.
So I'm definitely gonna open up Baldwin on June 15th, which would be our original date. Like if school were in session, that's when we would have opened.
Okay.
I have enough kids now. Well, I don't have that. I have about 15. Not as many as I was expecting, but it's enough to open. I did order a case of hand sanitizer, masks, and gloves. So we'll probably be taking temperatures at the door, and we'll be sanitizing, washing hands. Kids aren't going to be able to bring any stuffed animals or blankets or stuff like that into the building from home. And we'll try and be outside as much as we can.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Well, good. Sounds good to me.
Is the building opening? Like when would the town hall be open?
I'm going to discuss that tonight.
Okay.
I didn't hear us. My internet's not doing good tonight. You guys keep cutting out again.
Oh, I just asked when the building was opening.
Oh, okay. No, we can open it for you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna post tonight on Facebook officially that we're opening Monday the 15th.
Okay.
All right.
Ariel, who's gonna do all the desanitization and stuff like that?
So yeah, at the end of every night we're just gonna be cleaning as the day goes. I couldn't find any Lysol wipes in bulk on Amazon. They're all sold out. So what I did was I bought a gallon of this like all natural cleaner, sanitizer. So I think throughout the day we're just gonna be wiping down tables and stuff, and then definitely at the end of the night we'll wipe down any toys. I am gonna limit the number of toys I put out to make it easier. Like I said, I think we're just gonna try and really be outside most of the day. And wipe down tables and stuff like that as we go.
Do you need Lysol, Ariel, if we can find some? Do you want some Lysol spray and wipes?
The wipes would be really good, yeah.
Lysol wipes?
Yeah, I bought a gallon of cleaner that we can mix up and spray things down. I bought a case of hand sanitizer. So kids sanitize obviously as they enter the building, and then limiting numbers, on bathrooms and stuff like that, how many are in there. And then we'll be hand sanitizing, after any sort of activity and any time that we come back into the building. So I probably will need more hand sanitizer as we go, but I think I got 6 or 8 bottles are in a case. And I got masks and gloves. This date that they put out the rules, we are supposed to be wearing them, but I'm not going to make my staff wear masks unless we're doing an activity where they would be in close contact with kids, or unless they want to personally wear them all day. I'm not going to make them.
that good with the board?
Yeah, sounds good with me.
Okay. All right. So that's just it. And that's just the other thing too I gotta put out there. As long as you guys are fine, like the mask thing, I just don't think it's okay to make everyone wear masks all day long.
Is it a guideline from the state or is it just a recommendation?
Yeah, it's on their recommendations. Our recommendation was the ones I'm not gonna do are the masks, and they say that we're not supposed to be using playground equipment. But I can't see having a group of kids there and telling them not to go on the playground. That just seems kind of ridiculous. So we will just have to. That's the thing. I'm gonna have to figure out how to wipe down the playground equipment or have them sanitized before and after or something like that. But I don't know. I'm just gonna play it by ear. I think it'll work out. So is that all good with everybody?
I'm just a little nervous here. I've got this restart Maine's economy COVID-19 prevention checklist in front of me.
Yeah.
There's a lot into this. And so you're going to follow this to the T?
Well, like I said, I am good. The only things that I'm not gonna make staff wear masks all day long. Unless we're doing activities where we're coming in close contact with kids. Example, I ordered face painting kits. If we're gonna be painting kids' faces, then yes, we will be wearing masks. But that's also coming from parents. Pretty much all of the parents said they don't want the staff wearing masks. They're afraid it's gonna harm the kids or make the kids nervous or scare the kids. You know, all the staff having to wear masks and gloves all day long. But we will be sanitizing. And like I said, they're not allowed to bring anything from home in the building other than their lunch or water bottle and like a change of clothes. And the other thing is I know there was an issue when I put the tape down on the floor in the gym. I'm gonna try and eat outside, but if we eat inside, I was thinking if I taped off lines on the table to make sure that they are not sitting on top of each other, making sure that they're at a safe distance, putting lines across tables with some tape, maybe some masking tape. So I'll have to like find some tape that.
How many kids do you think you've got coming?
I have 15 signed up right now, but they won't all be there at the same time. So most of them are part-time kids. So I'm not exactly sure how many will be there each day. Maybe like 8 to 10. So it shouldn't be too hard, you know, them apart and stuff like that. I'm not gonna have 30 like last year. Was there anything in particular, Dwight, that you were worried about on that list?
Well, the other thing is food. What are you going to do on food for them?
We're not providing the food. That's on the parents.
They're going to provide their own?
We're not doing food. They're gonna have to bring it from home. The only time we'll provide food is if we do it at our party or something like that.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
So you guys all set with the date and just for the minutes, so you all set with the date and the protocol, everything she's got lined up, the
I'm all
process?
set.
Yep.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yo.
I've lost you guys.
Nope, I'm here.
I'm right
I'm
here.
here.
You lost yourself.
I did?
Yeah.
No, you're still there.
You guys aren't moving one bit.
I think everyone's sitting still.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I can hear you now. You guys keep cutting out. The internet really stinks up here. All right, I guess next one up is Ben. What you got for us, Ben?
Okay, so you guys should have, I was gonna mess with you, by the way, and just kind of stutter and make it seem like a stall.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, no, no.
We got an open space application. I think you guys have copies in front of you.
I don't.
Okay, it's for Francis Small Heritage Trust Incorporated.
I might be able to get it on my screen share. I can try to do that.
I've got it.
I've looked at it.
Okay, yeah, we've reviewed it, I've reviewed it. I've also put a page, I don't know if you can see it this way or not, but basically what they would qualify for as far as open space, it's a percentage discount based on the level of guaranteed protection, I guess, if you want to say. Right now, what they would qualify for would be ordinary open space, which is a 20% reduction.
You see that?
Yes.
And then, thank you, Danielle. Yep. And then they also would qualify for public access, so an additional 25% reduction for a total of 45% reduction to the full market assessed value. And they state in their documents that their plan is to permanently protect it, within the deed. That's all well and good. It hasn't happened yet. When they do that, we can address it then and change the percentage. But on that, just pretty straightforward application.
Sorry, I'm just skipping through.
I think this same group has done Sawyer's Mountain over in Leamington or Limerick, one or the other.
Correct.
So, they're doing a good thing.
So basically, yeah, what I just would need was signatures from you guys.
You all two okay with it?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Yes. Yep. I can stop down and sign them whenever.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve and assign it?
Make a motion, we approve and sign as written.
Yeah, I'll second it.
Do a second?
Dwight seconded it.
What's that, Jim?
Yeah, I keep losing you. I'm all set. I just did I hear a second?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll approve.
Jeez. Right,
Okay,
Jim?
we got to talk about getting regular meetings going again.
Yeah, this is getting old.
This is not working at all for me tonight.
See you next week, next Tuesday. We'll be back in the office. How's that sound?
For a workshop?
Yep.
Oh, come on. It's been really quiet here.
How do you guys feel about that?
I'm ready to go anytime.
Okay. maybe in 2 weeks, we'll do a regular meeting at the office.
Sure.
And Danielle can post it.
Are you gonna have the workshop at the office, or is your first one gonna be the next meeting?
I first want to be in the next meeting. I'll give you plenty of
Okay.
time to put
Post
it on the, yeah.
Yep.
Good call, Jim.
Will you have that open to the public? And if I have things, will I come to the meeting all right? Is that okay? Or-
Yeah.
Okay. Another question I would have,
They raised it up to 50 people now, haven't they?
I haven't.
Yeah.
Yes, they have.
Okay.
So we never have 50 people coming.
We can
No.
also reduce the chairs and do the 6 feet apart.
We got to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about a mask deal?
I
I
got
mean, a
no
lot
problem.
of places you go, a lot of places you go to now, they won't let you in without a mask.
Yeah.
I honestly think masks should be required going in the office for right now. That's
Okay.
my personal opinion.
Oh, I agree with you.
I have no problem with it. I have to wear one all day anyway, so.
It's the new normal.
I
Right
think
now.
it's interaction with the public that you don't have normal contact with. It's a respect thing. It's a common sense thing, is to wear a mask right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think it gives you another layer of protection. You
Yeah.
know, it's one extra thing you can do.
I myself will not be wearing one, sorry. I've been here the whole time. I've been around many people and I'm fine. Everybody around me's fine. I'm gonna refuse to wear one. If I have to, I'll stay home. Sorry.
Well, you've got the option if you need to, you know where they are.
Oh, I know.
So if Debbie doesn't
Whatever.
have to, you don't have to.
I think it's everybody's choice. I don't think you should make people wear one, but I mean, if they don't want to wear one, then there's the window, you know? And Robin and I are gonna try to get some glass stuff here, so when they do, they want to come in, you know, we will be protected that way.
I think you ought to have those guards in front of you.
The
You know,
plexiglass,
Yeah.
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 Every place you go, that's the other thing that you see. Everybody's got that stuff now.
If we're gonna do that, we should be ordering them because they said it's like 2 or 3 months to get them. And in such a high demand, that plexiglass is really hard to get.
I was just in Lowe's last weekend and there was a whole thing. I mean, they're selling them in big sheets. I mean, you could always cut them and make your
Really?
own. Yeah,
Yeah, I was in
Wow.
there the other day and they had 2 sheets left, 2 4x8 sheets.
yep.
Really. That's what the media said.
Jimmy, really? The media?
It was on Facebook, so it's true.
So who's gonna be responsible for putting this stuff up, all the plexiglass and putting it together on the desks?
Gary is.
You
If you buy it, it's already, all you got to do, it comes with its own stands and everything. You just set it
Oh,
in
it
place.
does?
It's done.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, I didn't realize. Nice.
They're about $130 a set. You know,
How
for
many is in
something
a
that's
set?
about 30 inches wide and 24 inches tall.
Where'd you get that from?
I just got it online. I went to Amazon.com.
Really?
Yeah, there's all smaller ones are less than $100. And like Robin said, some of them have got a pass-through cut in them, so you can, slide paperwork underneath them and stuff, and some of them don't. You can, and the bigger the ones you get, the more it's going to cost.
Are they in stock, Dwight? Did you notice?
I didn't notice that.
So is that what you guys want to do, is get a certain size on Amazon or?
How many's in
Yeah.
a packaged white?
I'm
But
looking
no,
right now.
they're one at a time. I would measure my desk, like in front of where you sat, Debbie, and
Yeah,
see what you've got for a space that you can use and get the biggest one you can use.
okay.
Yeah, 18 by 24 sneeze guards are $130 a piece.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I see them.
Tell me how you really feel, Wes.
I think so.
Yeah, one of them is free delivery by Monday.
Really?
A framed one. Cashier clerk, 40 by 32 inches.
That's probably too big for you.
40, is that
48
inches or is that feet?
Something like that. And that just says it could be delivered Monday, so they must be available.
How much are they, Danielle?
That one is 120.
Is it self-standing?
But that's a hanging one. I was just looking to see if they were quickly on in stock. This one's in stock. It's $100 now.
Yeah, that's about what I've been looking
Yeah,
at.
that one's nice. Yeah.
That looks good.
Should we measure desks, or how do you want to do this? I guess. What do we want to do?
Now, will the COVID supplies, will that
I
pay
got a
for the?
ruler.
Yeah, that should be all under in that COVID account, because when FEMA comes in, we can just export that account, put the details together, and we'll have a total real quick.
Yeah.
Anything like this that can be removed is going into COVID.
I'd have at least 3 of them things coming.
How big was that, Danielle?
This
They got a-
one specifically, it's got little stands. They got different sizes, 24-inch by 32-inch, 24 inches wide, 32 inches high. And then there's another one, and these all have cutouts.
Okay.
This one is 32 inches wide, 24 inches high. That's got a cutout.
Okay, because
$109.
the width of the desk is like 36.
That's
So it's
good.
3 feet.
So if it's a little less than that, it'll stay on your desk.
Not that long.
They're standing.
Yeah, but I'm.
Yeah, they're freestanding.
People, while we're sitting.
I like
people are gonna
that.
be standing. They're not always gonna be sitting,
Well, we'll make their ass sit down.
so the taller the better.
Robin thinks the taller the better.
How tall does she? I mean, we can search for any kind of dimension. We just gotta know what.
The
Well,
tallest
it's gotta
ones
be at
I
least-
see
gotta
on
be at
Amazon
least-
are 32.
36 inches wide. And then, like she says, people sometimes they don't sit down, they stand. So the taller the better.
Because they're
Very
gonna breathe down on top of us.
Very
Over
s-
So 3 feet wide by, maybe, what, 3 feet tall?
yeah, however
3
tall
by
you can get it.
3 by 3? I don't know.
Or go with that. See how close we can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't go any taller than 3 feet though, because it'll become unstable.
Right. Right.
How many of these do we want? Do we want one for how many? I guess.
3.
What
I
about-
think one for each one of you girls. I mean, you're gonna have to have one, Danielle, right in front of you, where you stand and stuff there.
They don't need to come up to my desk. I'm gonna cut them off right at the table. To be honest with you, because I can get up, put a mask on, and go to the table. No one needs
Yeah.
to come right to my desk. But yeah,
Right.
that would be fine if that's fine.
Well,
I'm
we
just-
can get 3 and then maybe have an extra one for whatever.
Wes, what about Wes? And Maurice?
I don't need one.
I don't know if Maurice will be working
Probably
remotely for
should.
quite a while, or
He hasn't said. I haven't heard. So
I've talked to him a couple times on the phone. He said he's pretty comfortable there.
well, there's nobody that's called. So
What do you guys think about ordering at least 4 of them?
I'm okay with it.
4.
If we're gonna be reimbursed with them, I mean, we might,
Right.
I'd say we might as well use the program.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So this is 36 inches. So that
So we'll go with that. 3 feet wide, 3 feet tall, and 4 of them. We'll see how close we can get. Is that what we want to do?
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
So
Right.
if they have to be standing or we get up to go,
Yep.
then that's good.
Just remember, if you get them too tall, they're gonna be awful unstable. If you hit your desk, you're gonna flip them over, that's all.
We'll pick them up.
We'll screw it to the desk.
No, don't screw into my desk.
I mean, a lot of people have signs going in. I mean, they have the mask sign. They say, I mean, you could have instructions. Please sit, I don't know, sit at desk. Don't go over. I don't know.
Yeah.
Simple
To be honest
instructions that
with
they
you,
can look at.
I really don't think anybody's gonna come in here with a window. People love the window.
That's
I think
good.
that's good for you, it's been a good thing.
Yeah.
No, it's
I mean,
safer.
they can
keep 'em
just
out.
hang out outside and do, you know.
But I also think we ought to take the one extra step and prepare. So if it's a rainy day,
Right.
pretty soon it's gonna become cold weather, you're not gonna be able to use that. You know what I mean? So they're gonna be coming in and stuff. So if you've
Right.
already got it in front of you, that's that one more thing of protection you got.
Nope, that's fine. Go shopping, Danielle.
What about fire guys? They probably don't need one, do they? They don't have a lot of traffic.
No, they're in here right now and
Okay.
We got 4 already. Les says he doesn't need one, so that's an extra one they can have if they need it. There's no sense spending the money if we don't need to.
What are we gonna have for a process on cleaning? We're not gonna wait the whole week, are we? Until Randy gets there on Saturdays. Or maybe we are. I don't know. I just worry about the bathroom and touch spaces, I guess.
That'll be Deb's job.
oh, thanks.
The bathroom shouldn't be open to the public right now, period. I don't think.
Yeah, we could close it.
Yeah, one guy came in the other day and wanted to know if our bathroom was open and we said, sorry.
Maybe that should be a sign.
Locking them though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
we can't
bathroom
lock
should be
them.
employees only and just keep it as clean as you can. It definitely shouldn't be
Right.
open to the public at all,
No, I
period.
know the men's room's clean as a whistle right now. They don't get much use, and when he did the floor in the lunchroom, he did 2 coats in either one of the bathrooms there. So the floors and stuff are really looking good.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to put a sign up saying that the bathrooms are out of service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when do you want to open the doors, I guess? We doing this Monday or?
It doesn't matter to me. When can we get the shield things out?
That
As soon as
one
we get those,
specifically
yeah.
said
Well,
Monday
we'll have to wait till we
delivery.
get the plexiglass.
Yeah.
Get that all set up first, okay.
Yep.
So I won't say anything on the website yet. I guess we'll wait until it gets all rigged up, then no projection, no anything. Is that okay, or?
But if everything's working pretty well the way it is right now, I'd leave
Okay.
stuff alone for a while.
Yep,
But I think we
Yeah.
ought to be planning ahead. Everybody else is opening up around us.
yep.
Standish, the people at Standish have gone back to work full-time and stuff. They went this week.
Yep.
So everybody around here, Leamington is working full-time. So I think we ought to just plan for it.
Ben, are you gonna start doing assessing hours on Fridays again? In the office?
One of my questions, I got 3 or 4 more questions for the board. But that's one of my questions. When did you guys want us back in there? Can you hear me?
I can. Did you guys
Yep,
hear
I
him?
can hear- Yes.
I can't hear that well.
When do you want my crew to start working up there again?
When I say whenever they feel comfortable, we got to get back on track at some point. So
Yeah.
that's my vote.
We don't get a lot of traffic in there anyway, and we definitely could do it by appointment only if you wanted to as well, because there are people that will call and we'll meet with them. Anyway, that's the way it's always worked. Whatever you guys are comfortable with, we're ready to go.
Jimmy?
Yeah, I
Just-
only heard he's ready to go. Everything else was cut out. Danielle, I'm gonna call you.
Yep, you can. What, Jeff?
We should all talk like this for when Jim gets back on. Bad internet feed.
That's what I don't like about these meetings. It's awful easy to lose something when you can't hear.
Right. Yep.
Yeah,
You there?
I'm here.
Can you guys hear him?
Yeah, mute his speaker on the Zoom meeting. It's backfeeding. Hear it
There we
twice.
go. Okay. All right, go ahead, Jim.
Because I didn't hear anything that they were saying.
Yeah. So I was gonna request. When did you guys want us back up there?
Oh. I gotta take my headphones off, sorry. All right, go ahead, Jim.
I just couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, I was asking the board, when did you want us to continue with our working hours up there on Fridays? At what point are you comfortable?
Well, want to wait till after we do our next meeting?
Yeah, absolutely. We're good either way. I mean, the majority of, 90 some odd percent, 95% of what we deal with most of the towns is done through email and telephone. It doesn't matter whether it's Castle, Falmouth, Gorham probably is our busiest town, but we don't get a lot of walk-in. The only time we really get any walk-ins is because somebody's called ahead and made an appointment, which we still could do that easily. But whatever is comfortable with. I believe I haven't got full confirmation yet from my management, but my understanding at this point, we're looking at the 15th to be kind of back in full service. I've had everybody working from home, and sporadically 2 people at a time coming in the office. I expect we'll all be back in there around the 15th. So we need to get back in, like Gary was saying, back in the swing of things and doing inspections and stuff. So
Yeah.
you can think about it. You don't even have to answer me. If you want to discuss it next workshop or something, that's fine. Don't feel like you have to answer right now. I just wanted to put a bug out there, put a bug in your ear.
You guys feel good on the week of the 15th also?
Yeah.
It gives us a date to shoot for anyways.
Also, I don't even know.
Yep.
Let's look. Yeah, so technically, correct me if I'm wrong, but let's see. First Friday of the month is coming up, so we would have been involved. And 19th would be our next time there after the 15th. So if you wanted us to do office hours on the 19th, I can definitely make that happen.
That sounds like a plan to me. And it gives us a couple weeks
Go.
to plan ahead a little way.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, sounds good. We'll plan on that. Just a couple other things I wanted to talk about. We had discussed way back when we first came in on, working with you guys, possibly the idea of putting on the ballot, at least giving the people a say anyway, of whether they wanted to go to a single assessor or stay with a board of assessors. Time to do that would be in November because you have to do that 90 days before your annual town meeting. And I just wanted to put that out there that if that was the intention, that'd be a great time to do it. You're going to have probably the biggest turnout you've had in a long time during a presidential. People would have a say. It would take the responsibility off you guys and shove it back onto my shoulders, and would kind of eliminate some of the, I mean, I love seeing you guys, don't get me wrong, but some of the signatures and back and forth that we have to do. It's a lot of extra work, which I don't mind doing, but at the same time, it would be easier. So we had talked about it way back, and I just wanted to bring it up again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, I mean, it's not a situation where necessarily I'm asking you guys to make the decision. I'm just wondering if you would throw it before the voters and see what they wanted to say.
I think it definitely has to go in front of the voters. I don't think that's a call for us to make.
No, but
Yeah.
you do have the option of throwing it on the ballot, throwing up some of them. So
Yeah, legally we have to.
Ben, how does that work? Say, just for, because there was a concern before, say that there was a decision made by, say you were voted in as the assessor for Baldwin. If the selectmen didn't agree with one of your decisions, how does that work? Is your say the final say?
yeah.
Or, I mean, how does that work? I mean, would you discuss it with them if there was some sort of, if there was something going on, or if there was something they really didn't understand?
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
I mean, yep. No, I think it's a fair question. And I think my answer back would be, I think I've proven that my intent is to communicate with you guys to the fullest ability. I have a member of the planning board sitting here listening in right now, and he knows I've pushed for that, as well as Wes is here trying to get codes on board. So I definitely would be communicating. However, when it comes down to valuation, if there's a dispute or, a taxpayer has a disagreement, the selectmen wouldn't have that authority to override the assessor. The abatement process is there for that. So is the Board of Assessment review. That's their options at that point.
thanks.
Joe's raising his hand.
My concern would be that the people of the town got to discuss it. In other words, that it was more than just on the ballot, that there was a public hearing or something like that, if it's not going to be at a town meeting situation. And I don't know, it just, it seems like this November is going to be a pretty emotional time for a lot of people. I think this could get lost, that's all, in the, I love Trump, I hate Trump, and, all of that stuff.
I agree with you, Joe. I think there's going to be a lot more detail of what's going to happen if we do, and explain it to the townspeople, in depth, what could happen. So yeah, you're right, Joe. We're going to have a public meeting on it beforehand.
I definitely agree. Having sat in your guys' position before, communication is the key. Not anything that I would be afraid of to show up for and even help, give a different point of view, if you will. I almost wish we had done this. I mean, for example, a year ago, because you're going to see how much paperwork we're going to be bringing probably before you with a reval. Typically going to see an increase in abatement requests. So I'm kind of planning for that this fall. And right now, the question really comes up, even processing personal property with the requests. I don't really, it's a valuation decision, so it needs to, kind of come before you guys, but that slows us down dramatically trying to get personal property processed. So
I think
anyway,
it's something we got to float around the town just a little bit too. And
yeah, that's what I'm throwing out there, because it's not, I don't want it to make you feel like it's a decision you guys have to make. The question I'm asking, would you be willing to throw it before the people, to vote on? And Mr. Pierce, I agree with him that definitely have more than one meeting for people to discuss. And if they don't want it, then that's fine too. I just gotta say, let them make the decision.
Yeah.
I think also with valuations, particularly in Cumberland County going the way that they're going right now, and us doing a revaluation, that's going to throw up some flags too. We'll see come fall.
Yeah.
So we could certainly talk it over and discuss it. So.
I figured that's why I wanted to bring it up this early. Gives you time to kick it around and.
Okay.
Yep. Other than that, we're still working. The reval's still moving forward. Obviously, there's been, different obstacles to overcome with COVID than what they originally anticipated, but pretty much still on track, still moving forward, still shooting for the same commitment date. So you should be all right. You're small enough, actually, as far as number of parcels, that my intention is to pour right over almost every parcel. And just have my crew just kind of review them, and as an extra check, just looking for errors and things like that. So I'm hoping by the time we commit, we should be in really good shape.
Okay.
Awesome.
I know Deb's excited to do the commitment again. So.
Oh yeah, I like those long hours with you, Ben.
Yeah. Other than that, that's all I got.
Good. Okay.
I
Next
think I'll
is,
hang around. I think you had on the agenda, you had tax foreclosures. You're going to talk about that tonight? I'll hang around for that if that's all right.
oh yeah. Up with, what's the janitorial issues, Danielle?
Dwight had me put that on. I'm not sure.
Well, who's going to do
Okay.
all this cleaning before these kids come in here and before we open up the building? And have we got all that stuff that we need to do this with? That's why I had that wrote down there. And right now,
Okay.
I don't think we do.
No, I don't think not yet, no. But it's on order, right? Danielle?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you got all that stuff on order? Is all the
They're
sanitation
coming.
stuff, or-
Yeah, we had an issue with that. The standard stuff is coming in 2 weeks. The COVID stuff will be back ordered. I'm sorry, no, the regular stuff should be coming soon. Like, no issues. It's the COVID stuff that will take 2 weeks.
Okay.
So, do we need anything? Lysol wipes, hand sanitizer, gloves, like ASAP? Or do we have any at the office?
ASAP, but I mean,
If she's able to get her hands.
I think in this environment, Danielle, we're going to have this stuff on hand.
Just grab it, anyways.
I'd have it on hand.
can we get some Lysol wipes too, maybe, if they're available?
Job lots in New Hampshire, I'm going there Saturday, and they have shelves of it all for some reason. Sanitizer, gloves, Lysol. So I'll grab some when I go.
Okay, cool.
I know at Shop and Save in Standish, that stuff is almost non-existent down there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so is that it? That. Lawn mowing. Deb, you explained that today, but the lawnmower still broke.
Yeah, I talked to Brian today, and the part that they ordered still hasn't come in yet. He's not sure if it will be in this week, but if not, definitely next week. So we're not going to be able to mow the office until it comes in.
I know they've ordered a new mower deck and stuff on it, but do we know
Yeah.
anybody else that can bail us out?
Maybe Mark Emmons up on Douglas Hill Road, at the end of Douglas Hill Road. He might do it.
I don't know who that is.
He's the one that bought the old Anderson place right there across the street from Steve Estes. He has a
Right on the
business.
right-hand side.
Yep.
What do you guys think? Should we get it done so it looks a little better, or should we wait another week?
I mean, I don't think it would cost that much to call a kid with a mower to come up there and mow it. I know a couple people I could call. It'd be nice. It's getting pretty tall.
Yeah, it is. It needs to be weed whacked too.
Yeah.
That would be if you knew somebody that could come do it, I'd have it done once and at least look good, you know?
I'm messaging a kid right now. Kyle Paul, he has a landscaping business. Hold off on out back, just do out front and the sides for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, I'll let you know what he says when he replies to me.
Okay. What's this truck leasing, Danielle?
That was Dwight.
Yeah, have we heard anything on the truck we voted on leasing? I haven't seen no lease, I haven't seen no paperwork, I haven't seen anything.
Oh, the town truck. Okay. All right.
Yeah. You're shaking your head, Debbie. You haven't seen anything either?
I haven't seen nothing, and Brian hasn't said a word, so.
I believe it's all ordered, but he hasn't gotten the lease. They have ordered it.
I don't want us to get in the same deal we did with the fire truck. You know what I mean? Well, we don't know anything about it. Then sign afterwards.
Well, we've already agreed to the lease. We've already
Right.
agreed to the payments. We've already agreed to the amount and put it out to the public and had it voted on. This is a
We did
complete.
that with the fire truck too, then we got rode up on it.
No, we didn't vote on the pricing or the payments or anything like that.
So you think we're all legal this time?
With the truck, with the town truck, yes, we
I
are.
feel better already then.
We still have to hold a special town meeting on the fire truck, though. That's what the auditor says. Eventually.
About 2 years would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'll be paid for.
That's where I'm going.
I mean, what the townspeople voted at town meeting with that plan to approve to purchase a truck, but it was never actually brought to the town on a payment and the amount and whatever. So that's the auditor's problem. So they want year, make, model, how much, what the payments are. That's what we should have voted on it, and that's why we have to have a special town meeting. Even though the townspeople voted to buy a new truck, they didn't vote to purchase this one. So that's where I am.
I
What's
think
the
I'd
time
let that
frame?
one stay in Never Never Land for just a little while.
What's that, Dwight?
Yeah.
I think I'd let that one stay in Never Never Land for a little while. How many payments have we made? 3?
2. Well, we did a down payment and we've done 2 payments. I think we
That's
got
what
2
I'm
left.
saying, three payments. And there's only 5, and then we own the truck anyways.
Right.
It's a technicality is what it is.
It is. It was a misunderstanding.
All right. Jason Brown, firefighter involvement at Sam Pond Beach.
Deb, have you heard from him? I haven't, and I'll be honest, I didn't send him.
Bruce and Tom are here and they don't know anything about it.
I didn't send him I forgot to send him the Zoom invite. He asked me a couple weeks ago and I forgot to send it to him today. So I don't know. He had a plan about using some firefighters for Sand Pond Patrol. So I don't.
Well, Bruce basically just said that he's like, he doesn't know where he's going to get them.
I don't know.
I
Jim's
talked
on-
to somebody that's interested in applying for the position.
You
He
can
lives
throw it
right-
out there.
He lives right local. Merritt Bennett would like to do the beach patrol over there. Him and his family use the beach a lot, and he's been over there and seen a lot of things he don't like. He's trying to help with it right now, but he would like to be beach patrol, basically.
Well, we have applications here. He can pick one up. Come stop
They
in.
will get paid.
Yep.
Deb, can you text Jason just to make sure he doesn't want to get in? I feel pretty bad that I didn't send it.
Do I
Sorry.
have to?
Well,
No, I'm kidding.
Jim's on my phone. I don't dare touch it.
I got it.
Yeah, do
What?
you know if Jason's back to work yet?
If Jason's back to work? He's been
Yeah,
working.
furlough.
No, he was never furloughed.
Yes, he told me he was.
No.
Oh. A
They've
couple
been
weeks
working
ago,
this
he
whole
was-
time. He was maybe off 1 or 2 days.
Oh,
Gary, Merritt can get an application on the website. It's also there. If he can't come to the office. It's
Okay.
under, I believe forms, or I think there might be one of it says applications. If that's easier for him.
Yep. He would be great for the job, in my opinion. He would get it done, and he would take care of it.
good. That
He
sounds-
wouldn't back down.
there was
It's good to
someone
hear
else
we get
who said,
somebody that's interested anyways.
Jason doesn't want to get on.
Okay.
He said, no, I'm good. So,
Well, he had,
All right.
whatever. Okay.
Yep.
You're saying something about making a full-time position for a firefighter because firefighting would be part-time and the other part would be Sand Pond, but if he doesn't want to talk about it, then I guess that's no longer.
Yep.
Okay. I can message that link to you, Gary, if you want to send it to Mara. It's kind of a couple clicks to get to it.
Okay.
What do you guys know about the complaint we got at 185 Mountain Road on the road? Have you guys heard anything about that?
I just talked to you a little bit about it today. I've been up through there the
He can't log in.
last week or so, and it didn't seem
Jim's on the
terrible.
phone.
But is Brian taking a look at it?
I haven't talked to Brian about it.
Does it need to be graded?
Trouble is, things are so dry right now. You know, that makes things washboard up and stuff, but
I'll touch base with Brian tomorrow, see if he can go up, take a drive through. Have him take a look at it.
yeah, see what he says. I mean, he's got the finesse for that stuff.
Yeah.
Then I got a couple other things. Yeah, the school budget. Do you guys see about the school budget meeting? If they have a budget meeting, are you interested in going to listen to it?
Well, if I have to, so do you.
Is it gonna be
What's that
remote or
now?
in a room? Did they even say?
They haven't said yet, but we
Okay.
haven't responded to the either. Myself, I think we ought to go to it if they have one.
Is this the one with
Yeah.
Kyle Landry?
Yes.
Because the vote's June 22nd, isn't it, Deb?
The public vote is the 22nd, and then they're gonna combine the actual vote with the election on July 14th. So there will be 2 ballots on July 14th. One is the state, and then one's gonna be the school. But the public hearing is the June 22nd, I think you said. No, is it the 22nd?
School budget vote I have down is June 22nd at 7 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, that's the one we all have to go over there and vote
Yeah,
on
but
it, each one.
I thought I got an email asking if they wanted to get the selectmen from the 5 towns together so he can tell us why he's budgeting the way he's budgeting.
I think Rob was trying to figure out if you guys were comfortable in a room or if you wanted to do remote. That was the question.
I think what I see from everybody's answer, everybody wants to sit down in a room with him.
Yeah.
I listened to
You guys-
another
You
Parsons
guys
Field
agreeable
meeting.
to go to a meeting then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good with it.
Well, I think we should. I mean, it's our biggest expense we got on the budget of anything. And I hate to miss something like
Yeah.
that.
They were saying something about the school budget only going up 1% because they're getting rid of a lot of positions, I guess. Did you guys see that in the minute?
I see that. But we're the only ones that's getting an increase too. The other 4 towns are getting a decrease.
That's not fair.
Cumberland County.
That's because Ben evaluates us too high.
I'll second that.
Geez, we're moving on.
Danielle, did the water samples get ordered yet?
Yes, they should be coming tomorrow.
You ordered 2 of them?
I have 2 sand pond coming, and I have a full-fledged drinking water test for the building.
Very good.
So, yep,
Very good.
they said I was supposed to deliver tomorrow.
They're coming here, Danielle?
Yes.
Okay. The water test. So who's gonna do the testing?
The community center.
Gary.
I'm gonna be there on Monday.
Oh, we're gonna send you out in the water, Danielle?
Oh, sand pond? I'm at the building.
All right, Gary gets Sand Pond, you can have the building.
I can get the water sample from Sand Pond. I'll do that.
You sure you can do it?
Yep.
They do it every year. It's just
Make sure those
I
freeze
remember you in
packs
the
are
canoe
frozen.
out there.
thing it is on Sand
Isn't-
Pond. You gotta go
That-
that was
you
fun.
go out at least until you.
There's instructions on that, Gary. Is a-
Yep.
There's a freeze pack that's gotta be frozen when it goes back.
Yeah,
And
we've got one there.
it's gotta
Them
be
too.
delivered first thing in the morning. Just so it can only get there, it's supposed to get there the same day if possible. Or the day after, as quickly as possible.
What does
It's
it need to
always-
be dropped off at?
The post office before the mail goes out.
Yeah, before 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
But Gary, you need to be at the pond at 4 o'clock in the morning when it's its coldest. Go out there and get a sample. Bring it back here when we open.
Like somebody else then.
I'm
And
kidding.
I did it last year, Gary. I just into the pond at about 3 o'clock, took the sample, did the paperwork, took it to the post office. They left by
Yeah.
like 4:20 on the truck.
Okay.
There
I'll
you
do
go.
that.
Yes, it's very time sensitive.
It's always out of its holding time. That's why it says J on it. It's estimated, but we get there as quick as we can.
Yeah. You're better off within 4 hours.
Does
of
Cornish
taking it.
mail go out earlier?
Goes out about the same time.
Okay.
Tampon beach review. I made the anchors for the buoys. I put them out by the shed this morning.
I can't hear you, Jimmy.
Can you hear him?
No.
No.
I didn't hear.
Go ahead, Jim.
I got. I made the anchors, and I put them out back of the by the shed this morning for the buoys. Yeah. They're not gonna mess with it here. And you got the other stuff ordered too, right, Danielle?
Yep, they're coming.
They're coming. All right.
When are the bathrooms coming?
Yeah,
I haven't ordered them yet, because I didn't want to encourage people to hang out
Right.
there. But last year, I looked back and we ordered them the weekend before Memorial, so
wow.
they're usually
Wow.
pretty quick once we order them. So I don't know if you guys want to wait and order them when you're gonna think about opening the beach, obviously. But
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You see over at Momodeo, they're not opening their beach this year? Closed.
Hmm.
And what about our trash barrel? Are they up to the town garage?
I think they are.
What is that, Robin?
Check with Brian on that tomorrow too. I'll call him in the morning. Mountain Road and trash barrels.
I've been in 3 times to catch him, and the only time I even catch anybody, I've talked to Tony once. Other than that, I can't catch him.
I know
He's
it.
busy.
Uncle Pete.
Last weekend, I put, if anybody knows, I put tape up around. Keep people off the beach. I put more signs up too, no trespassing signs and keep out signs. And somebody went in there and took all the tape down. Last night I had to go in and put it all back up. I checked this morning, it was still up.
I was in there Sunday. It looked like somebody lifted the tape up, but everything was in place.
Really? I put it up Saturday morning.
Did you want to get cameras down there? We talked about that today, Jim.
You do what?
Did you want to get cameras down there?
They'll just steal.
Oh,
them.
yeah.
No, game cams that are up in the trees.
Yeah, we continue to have problems, yeah.
if we get a good beach patrolman, we won't need them.
Right. Okay, going to tax foreclosures.
Well,
I had a few that came back that weren't claimed, but that's it. I haven't really received anything.
we still got the was it Fred and somebody else day? I mean, that's going into 2 years now. We're gonna have to do something on that pretty quick.
I
Which
can start
ones?
phone calls. It's up to you guys. I can start phone calls anytime.
Did you have her daughter or something on the list too?
We never went that far because I made contact with them in Florida. And we just never heard back from them. I got their mailing address from them and told them the issue and what I was sending, and they said, "Yep, okay." And we
Oh,
were gonna
they did. They signed theirs.
Yep, so they're getting
have
them.
that.
They
Yeah,
know,
they got them.
and they've received the other one we sent too before, so they're just choosing not to do anything about it.
I don't think they care.
It just seems odd that somebody would walk away from a house or something, you know. And I like to give them the benefit of the doubt before we sell it. But
I can
geez,
call
they're kind
their.
of funny.
They said that's legal to do. I can call their family and find out what the deal is.
Yeah, I hope we're not dealing with somebody that's got Alzheimer's or something like that, you know.
Yeah, true.
Do you want to start a round of phone calls now, or what do you guys want to do with that?
Yeah, I can do that. I think so.
Yeah, I think I agree with Jimmy. It's overdue.
Do you want me to make appointments or just kind of talk to them and find out what the deal is and give you guys the information? How do you want to do it?
I'd say just talk to them from right now. Once we get started back in the office again, we'll make an appointment.
Okay. We can start that tomorrow.
And what was the deal with the piece of property that's up on Anderson Road that's unknown owner, you know, and hasn't paid any taxes, you know, for quite a number of years? Well, Ben sent out a thing, but I can't read it on my Kindle. What was the deal on that?
That was a property that was never assessed, and it got picked up a couple quite a few years ago, because somebody was looking into that property and it had never been taxed. So Jeff Sanborn took that on and did some research, and we spoke with the lawyers at MMA, and they said to put it out as an unknown owner. Oh my gosh. And advertise it, and Danielle advertised it, and after 3 years, legally, we could do what we wanted with it.
Well, that time is going to be coming up too, because
That's not true. Not true.
put the ad in the paper and stuff, the Press Herald, on one of those little ads and stuff like that.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, that's not accurate. You actually have to assess it as owner unknown for 20 years.
Really?
Oh,
Before
wow.
you can do anything with it. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought I'd seen something, but I was questioning the number of years that you had to hold it.
Yeah. You got to hold it as owner unknown for 20 years. Basically, at that time, you still have a legal process to pursue. It's very similar to adverse possession for the regular, squatters' rights, if you will. There's a 20-year time period in the state of Maine. It's very similar. So you got to then advertise it, the local newspapers, all that. Try to find out one last hurrah, trying to find out who owns this thing, and at that point you can begin proceedings to take it. There's a long process. The best thing we can do is I don't know the history of this one specific. I mean, and it's very difficult to trace deeds in Baldwin. Helpful with your guys' help, because you know who the former owners of properties are, because a lot of times the deeds just say running along, Dwight Warren's property line, and it's difficult for us that don't know the people who were there years ago to follow the deeds sometimes. But it may benefit you to do a title abstract, hire someone to do a title abstract, see what they can find on property, have it professionally done, get it back on the tax roll.
Well, that one someone will have to do a little more digging on then.
Yeah.
We have a stack of deeds we're supposed to do a title search on, but we never found a company that was interested, so I can work on that as well.
Did you, I'm just curious, did it get posted? I'd post it out to bid. You know, see what people, you know, give them all the details. How many do you have to research what they look?
On the MMA site, you mean?
Yeah, that's one place. Yeah. Basically put an RFP, title abstractor.
Do that.
Was that it for that? All community,
Danielle, did you,
vet.
sorry, Danielle, did you get a call today from a company that wants to do something out of the cafeteria this summer? Like a food bank or something like that?
I got a call from the superintendent's office. I talked to
Yes, that's
Peggy
what it was.
McKenzie. Yeah. They are asking to use a space for, it's the same program as feeding the kids during the school year. Now that they've been doing the remote learning, it's the same program that's delivering food on the buses. They're gonna try to coordinate food pickup for the month of July on Tuesday mornings from 9 to 11, and they asked if they could use some small space for bagged lunches just to give them a place just for Baldwin people to come and pick up food.
How's that gonna work with Ariel in there?
I asked her if she could use like a room, like what she needed. She can use a room with a table because everything's bagged up.
Okay.
So I didn't know if maybe, I was thinking if it was all right with Jason using Jason's room because he's got that huge table and it's close to the entrance. Or even let him use the conference room. It's for a good cause, but I just wanted to check with everybody first before I said yes.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Are they gonna have to refrigerate their lunches?
Nope, everything's ready to go. They would just come in the morning. It's only from 9 to 11. And she says everything will be right in bags. And she says we don't even know if we're going to get enough interest to do it. But she just needed to have a place in case, you know, it moves forward. So, and it's just for the month of July, Tuesday mornings. It would be 4 Tuesdays.
So this
They're
is
gonna
just gonna
come
be
to the school.
backed up.
It's just like a food pickup. Yep.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah, I like the idea of it. Feed the kids.
Yeah, yep.
We're seeing less and less people come to the food pantry right now than we've ever seen.
Really?
Yep, I don't understand why. We're getting a tremendous amount of food, but we're not getting the people.
Well, there's no general assistance happening here either, so.
Maurice is he's pretty quiet on that.
Yep. Nobody calls here at all.
Well, that's a good thing then.
Yeah.
I mean, if people are hungry, there's plenty of food around right now. They just got to know where to get it. That's all.
Right.
They're all getting huge unemployment checks.
Right.
Exactly right. That's got a lot to do with it.
Alright. Remote planning board meeting Thursday night, 6/11/20. Remote Sam Pond meeting on the 15th, Monday, at 6 p.m.
Now, do you want to have that? The office will be projected to be open. Do you want to have that a physical meeting, or do you want to do it remote?
With Sam Pond?
Yep, because actually that was the date you guys said to open the office.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could do that, have it in person.
Okay, because I have
You want
to, I haven't advertised it yet. And I can,
right. Can you get a hold of Ben and see what Ben McKenny, see what he thinks?
yep.
Okay. I'm all for it.
This is for having a real meeting instead of an online meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Anything else? Joe, you got something?
No, thank you.
Okay. Wes, you still there?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
He's sleeping.
You got anything, Wes?
Yeah, I spoke to Dwight and Gary last week about a letter to the Eldridge on over there next to the house that Colby had bought from O'Brien.
Yep.
And,
On Rocky Dunn.
yeah, up on Rocky Dunn. And I wrote a letter, nice letter to Eldridge, and he called me today and responded on it. And he said, yeah, I can't clean my yard. I'm too old, but I would like to help. And Colby had volunteered, so I've connected the two so that Colby and Eldridge are going to work together and probably clean up Eldridge's yard. I don't know how well, but we're starting to come together successfully. That's about it.
This is why I hate these meetings. Can you guys hear him now?
Yes.
You can't hear.
No, I can't get him either.
Wes, you still there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine,
I
yes.
can hear you.
I can hear you
Wes,
now.
did you get that certified back I left on your desk about the Dodge Oil property down here?
Yes, I got that. That was the letter I sent to John Emmons 5 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
He never claimed it.
So the post office actually in contact with him, but he refused taking it.
Right.
And he was aware. I told him after I had visited him that I would write a letter to him to document that what our visit was about. And I thought, okay, I'll catch him and talk to him again.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a response from Kyle on mowing the town hall. Hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I hear you.
He said he'll do the front and the sides for 75 or the whole property for 150. Weed whack and mow.
That ain't bad.
No, I don't think it is either.
No.
I'd almost say let him do the whole thing for 150 bucks. He knows there's 2 ball fields out back.
Yep. That's what he said, if the big field out back needed to be mowed. I said, no, we're looking for just the front. He said he'll do 150 for the field out back as well.
They just canceled baseball yesterday. There is no Sockopee rec ball this year.
I see that.
So.
But we can't let the fields grow up either.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying they don't have to. It won't be used, I guess.
Oh, yeah, with the, yeah.
He's gonna have his
probably
mower
just-
back next week. I say just let the kid do the one out front, get that done. They'll be back on track next week with the town mower. Keep it all in house like it's supposed to be. It's just getting pretty grown up out front right now.
That works for me. Then
Yeah.
if it'll make it look better.
They're
You
done by
know?
the 15th, Robin.
What's that?
As long as they're done by the 15th.
Are we doing a porta potty back there if there's no ball?
No.
Okay.
No
We'll save that
sense.
expense.
Let them go in the bushes.
When's he gonna get a chance to do that? Tomorrow sometime?
He said Thursday night.
Works for me.
I'm fine with it.
Let's go. I'm good with it.
Okay, I'll coordinate it, get it done.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm all good.
We're good.
I make the motion to adjourn.
I second it.
All in favor?